Alright, what's going on, guys? Smoke here. I'm with my boy Limitless.
Yeah, what's going on, guys? What's going on?
What's going on, man? There'll be a link down below to his channel on Twitch. Guys, go check him out. He goes live every few days or so. He's a good Madden player. He's a great Madden player. He's a pretty damn good COD player. So I'm gonna do enough dick riding. Let's go ahead and get to this. Um, let's go to the first one. We got the Lions winning against the Bears by at least 3 points. I said true on this one. I think the
Yeah,
Lions are gonna get it
absolutely.
done.
Yeah, same.
Um, Jordan Howard has at least one touchdown. I mean, he's the workhorse there, so I think he'll get a touchdown
Yeah,
for sure.
agreed. They're like a run first team, so definitely I could see that happening.
Yeah, I agree. Um, Next one we got the Jags winning against the Browns by at least 8 points. I said true
I,
at first.
I, yeah. See, I could also see this being one of those games that the Jaguars go back to actually being the Jaguars and losing to terrible teams.
Yeah, that and the Browns actually have they're ranked number 2 when it comes to run defense, and the Jaguars
Yeah,
only
their
run the
defense
ball a
isn't
lot.
bad.
But then
Exactly,
again, you got to
exactly.
think Jamie Collins just got hurt, so he was part of that defensive, strong force,
That's
and
also
now,
true.
now he's out. So maybe Fournette has a bounce back game from last week. He did pretty shitty. I think he was like um, close to 20 something carries for 40 something yards. So
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
I know a lot of people in fantasy probably hated that. So
Yeah,
I
for
don't know.
sure. I'm pretty sure I went against somebody that had him last week and they lost because of that. I was pretty happy.
But it's stuck in right now. I got true, so that's what I'm rocking with. All right, this next one is
Fair
one I,
enough.
I want to talk about a little bit, and it's gonna be Duke
Okay.
Johnson Jr. has at least 75 rushing slash receiving yards. Um, Now Duke Johnson is more of the receiver type running back. He's the pass catching back.
Right, correct.
Um,
hmm
and you know that the Jaguars have the number one passing defense, or they're pretty well
That's
close with the
right. Yeah.
Pittsburgh Steelers. So
Yeah. Yeah, they're all like in the top three. Them, Denver. I think Denver's out of it now, but yeah, and the
yeah.
Steelers.
So what I'm sitting here looking at it is I'm trying to figure out, what would be the best thing for sure.
Well, to me, he's either going to get almost all of these yards in one play, or he's
Kind of
going to
like a
get
big
completely
play.
shut down.
So it's basically a coin flip for you too, huh?
And see, yes, that's the way I am. I feel like he's either going to catch a screen, like a halfback or wide receiver screen, take it 50 yards, and only got to get you like 25 more, or I feel like it's going to be like an I formation, and they're going to run with Crowell the whole time, and they're not really going to throw that much. And if they do,
Yeah.
it's to Kenny Britt or the other
I
option they
actually
have.
think
But
what's his name? Corey Coleman is supposed to come off IR and play in this game. I
is
think this is
he
the week he's
okay?
coming
See,
back.
that was the yeah. Yeah, see,
So
that could be huge. That would also take away from Johnson. So the
yeah,
75, see, I would probably go false just because he's not the leading receiver, nor is he a leading running back. He's sort of like the
sure.
second
Yep.
option for like all of it.
Yep. See, yeah, that's more I was leaning towards also. So I'm gonna go with false. Also, guys, just a reminder here: these are opinion based. I bring in somebody, to chat with this back and forth, so we can have a back and forth discussion with it, so we can get both sides and not just one sided. So you can
Exactly.
go with it or you can't. And if we win,
But
and you
we
win
will
because of
agree from
us,
time to time as well.
exactly. All right, so the next one here has got the Ravens win against the Packers by 3 points. I put this as true. Now, I know you're a Steelers fan and you don't
Yeah.
want this to be true.
Well, yeah, but the Packers have like a terrible quarterback since Rodgers went down because that kid just he don't have it.
He don't, and the
He's just
defense is
he's not
horrible
Aaron
too.
Rodgers. Yeah, their defense is trash. It was pretty good last week though. Like their defense got some turnovers. That's how they beat the Bears.
Yeah, and I actually
But
got that pick wrong. I
the
remember.
Ravens, the Ravens defense is way better than the Bears though. I know they've lost a
Sure.
lot of games, but You got C.J. Mosley and boys back there. I really think that they got it. I really think that they're going to easily cover that 3-point spread.
I agree. Joe Flacco has at least 200 passing yards. Now, again, we go back to the Green Bay Packers having a terrible defense scenario, and I actually think, and I've checked back on Joe Flacco when it comes to his fantasy lineup and his stats from the past couple games. He's thrown for over
Hmm.
200 yards, and it was six of the last 8 games. So, I mean, I like the
Oh yeah,
odds.
so it's almost a sure bet. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's almost a sure bet then. Yeah, I would definitely feel comfortable with that too then.
Okay, cool. We can agree on this one. The Dolphins went against the Bucks by 3. I said false. And I'll
Think
tell
the
you
Bucks
why.
are going to do it? See, okay, go ahead, go ahead.
Um, the Bucks barely beat the Jets last week. Um, because Ryan Fitzpatrick, he's not a bad quarterback. He's really not. But now he gets his best target back in Mike Evans since he was serving that 1 game suspension.
True.
And whenever he came in and subbed in for Jameis Winston when he got hurt back in like week 6, I believe it was, Mike Evans ended up with 2 touchdowns from Ryan Fitzpatrick. And if I'm
Mm.
not if I'm not mistaken, it was over 100 yards.
And the Dolphins really don't have anybody to cover Evans. I mean, here they got Maxwell, and Maxwell is not anything to like be scared of.
Yeah,
And if they
exactly.
cover him up, they'll just lob it deep to Djax because Fitzpatrick still has the arm to throw deep.
And then he still has Cameron Brate. So,
Exactly. And he's got that Howard kid from Alabama, the rookie tight end.
yeah, OJ Howard, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I
So,
think that's a safe bet too.
okay, cool. Um, Now we go to the next one. Ryan Fitzpatrick has at least 20 completions. This is
I don't
another
think.
slip up.
Yeah,
And this is where
yeah, I
I'm
don't
going to
think they're
go
gonna throw it
false.
that much.
Yeah, I don't think that he
I think
will have to do it that many times. I think
nah.
he'll get, he'll have more than 20 attempts for sure. But
Oh yeah.
completions,
I figure he'll go
he's
like
gotten completions
15
one
for
time.
like. Yeah, I figure he'll go for like 15 for like 30 or something. Like
Yeah.
50%. Give him like 200 or 300 yards. Yeah, I don't see him getting 20 completions. I don't see them coming out in like a West Coast. He's the kind of quarterback to sit back there for 6 seconds and then just toss it deep,
Yeah,
not nickel and
exactly.
dime you up the field.
All right, so let's go on moving through here. We got the Vikings going against the Rams. I got them. I got that true. The Vikings are gonna get that done.
Vikings. I don't know, man. I would go false with that.
You go false. Okay. Well, we need
Yeah,
to write something down
Rams
somewhere.
defense.
Ram defense is
Rams
good.
D's looking nice
Vikings
this year.
Vikings defense is really good. And Case Keenum's
That's
got it
true.
going. Plus, you got to
Yeah, I
think he
just
also
Keenum
got
against
Diggs
that
back.
defense.
He's got Diggs
I
back.
don't know, man.
Thielen's been doing wide receiver #1 work. Kyle Rudolph
Oh,
is
dude,
good.
Thielen's been like top 5 receiver in the league this year.
I'm telling you, I think the Vikings are gonna do it. Um, just like this next one, Adam Thielen had at least 90 yards receiving. I think that's true. I think he'll get that. He's had it the past 3 games. The
That's
trend going
true.
up.
I would I would probably also go false with that one just because I feel like the Rams are going to shut the Vikings down.
Okay, we'll
That's
see.
just my opinion.
Okay,
Yeah,
I understand. Opinions are, they're acceptable. This is what this is. That's all
exactly.
this is. All right, this is another good little toss-up right here. You got the Saints win against the Redskins by at least 8 points. Now the Saints defense have come out of the darkness and they have been showing up.
Dude, they've won 7 in a row. See, this
Exactly.
point spread, if this was like Saints win by 3, I would take it. But 8, I don't know if the Saints are going to beat them by 8, to be honest.
Exactly. That's how I'm thinking. I know the Saints are going to win. It's going to be a shootout between him and Kirk Cousins.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I mean, I think I'm going to go false with
I
this.
just, yeah, see, I wouldn't blame you for going false because like, I definitely don't think it's going to be an 8 point or more victory. I don't know. Something within me is telling me nah. Because
No.
The Redskins are better than people give them credit for. I mean, their record isn't too hot, but they're not a
Right.
terrible team. They have a tough schedule. They're in one of like the best conferences with the Eagles and the Cowboys.
Not the Giants, though.
So Yeah, no, Giants, no. I don't even see how they got to win, to be honest.
Yeah, it surprises me too. Drew Brees has at least 275 passing yards. This is gonna be false. The Saints are
Oh,
a
you're saying
run
false?
first. Yeah, they're a
Yeah,
run first team.
yeah.
They have
I
a
definitely
two-headed
agree.
snake.
I have Drew Brees on my fantasy team, and he only dropped like 140 last week, and they won by like 7 million. So like I can definitely see that they're definitely relying heavily on Mark Ingram and that rookie.
Yeah, Alvin Kamara and Mike Ingram are 1 and 2 in running backs right now.
Mm-hmm.
They are killing it.
Oh, definitely.
They ran the ball was it 24 times, 25 times, something like that in a row. They killed them.
Mm-hmm. So it was like yeah, it was crazy.
The next one, this is a no-brainer. I'm taking this. Chiefs win by 11 points against the Giants. Yeah, I'm taking that. True.
That's another one with that spread though.
I'm not worried
See,
about the
I don't know.
spread.
Yeah,
You got one of the
I'd
best
go.
tight ends, Travis Kelce, going against the defense on the Giants, who has led up a touchdown in big game to each tight end they played all year long. Go back and look at
Yeah, that's
it.
true.
Their defense has given up so many points to the
I
tight
wouldn't
end.
be. I think the Chiefs are gonna win. I just don't know if it's gonna be because this could be the game the Giants show up for, just because it's a good team. For some reason, like teams that are doing bad, they show up for like the teams that are like really good. So, but yeah, I would go true too. But I wouldn't be shocked if this ended up not being right.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
If they won by like 10, you know,
Yeah.
they missed it by a point.
I could see it, and that would be frustrating too. Alex Smith had at least 2 passing touchdowns. This is gonna happen.
Yeah, no doubt. Probably both to Tyreek or
Yeah,
Kelsey.
I agree. Cardinals win against the Texans by at least 2 points. I say true, and I say true
Mm,
for the fact that I think this is the home game for the Cardinals. And if I'm not mistaken, if it is a home game, Larry Fitzgerald plays a hell of a lot better at home than he does away.
I think it's I think it's in Houston.
Yeah, you're right. It might be at Houston.
Yeah, it is. It is in Houston, and I think Tom Savage will do all right in the dome, and I think Lamar Miller is going to have a really big game, honestly. Even though he is on my bench on fantasy, but that's beside the point. I really think that he's probably going to do work.
Okay. Disagree to agree.
Yeah,
Opinions.
yeah, true.
All right. So this next one we got Lamar Miller. He has at least 75 total
Yeah,
rushing and receiving yards. I think I put
true.
true. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's gonna
I
happen
definitely
for
go true
sure.
with that.
All right. So we're gonna speed up a little bit here. Chargers win against the Bills by at least 4 points. I said true. Bills benched starting quarterback Tyrod Taylor for some unknown reason when he's
That's
ranked
yeah,
top 5 right now. He
yeah.
really is doing really good. It's not his fault that the Saints ran so many times on him. He's not in control of the
Exactly.
defense.
Exactly. I
I
agree.
I don't know. The coach is just stupid. Um, it's going over to Philip Rivers had at least 2 passing touchdowns on the Bills. I said true.
Yeah, I'd probably go true as well because that Bills team's just they're snowballing into like terribleness right now.
Right. Melvin Gordon has at least 1 rushing touchdown. Yeah, I can go
Oh,
ahead
it's
and
just
count
one
that one.
touchdown catching or
Yeah.
rushing. Yeah, I'd definitely go with that.
All right. It says Broncos win against the Bengals by at least 3 points. I said false. I don't think the
You
Broncos are
think
going
the
to win this
Bengals are
game.
gonna pull it? I
No, it
think the
says the
Bengals are gonna
Broncos.
lose.
No, it says Broncos will win against the Bengals by 3.
Yeah, and you said false, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So you think the Bengals are gonna win?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I think the Bengals are gonna lose. That may be the inner Steeler in me hoping they lose because I hate the Bengals and the Ravens, but I feel like old Osweiler's going to dot them up because their secondary just they have all the pieces still there, but they're playing like themselves this year.
Yeah. We'd see.
After getting embarrassed so many weeks in a row, I think the Denver D has step up.
They need to in the big time.
Yeah, for sure.
Really missing TJ Ward, that's for sure. Um, Andy Dalton has at least 2 passing touchdowns. I think I said
Nah.
false. No, actually, I said
Yeah.
true.
Nah, I'm going nah on that. I'm going no sir, no
Flamed.
way.
Doing like a sleeper pick for this one. We'll see. AJ Green, I think he'll find a way. All right.
Yeah, I do
Speaking of
believe
AJ
that.
Green,
Uh
you
huh.
think he's gonna get, do you think he's gonna get 75 yards?
Yeah, absolutely.
You think he will?
Even against Talib or Harris, whoever they decide to shadow him with, I feel like he'll find a way. He
That's
has
interesting.
to.
I was
Like
leaning towards that.
if they like he had if they have any chance of winning, it's gonna be him going over 100 yards receiving.
True.
They need a big day from him and Mixon.
Yeah, Mixon really. Patriots win against the Raiders by at least 7 points. I say true.
Yeah,
The
I
Patriots are
also am
starting
going
to pick
true.
it up. So, Derek Carr has at least 300 passing yards. I said false on this one.
If the Patriots are blowing them out, they're gonna be throwing the ball, just trying to catch up. So I could see it being true, but I'm also gonna go false.
Jared Cook has at least 75 receiving yards. I said true.
Yeah, I'd go true. Jared Cook's been like low key having a great season.
Mm-hmm. I agree. All right, so here we are at the Eagles win against the Cowboys by at least 4 points. True.
Yep, true.
What do you think about Jason Witten has at least 6 receptions? Think he's going to pull that off, knowing that Zeke's out for 6 games now?
I'm probably gonna go false, just because I feel like Hicks is gonna be like manned up on him or Malcolm Jenkins, and he's not fast enough to get separation. He might get 3 or 4, but 6, like over 5, I'm gonna have to go false.
Interesting. I'm going to go with true. I think Witten can pull it out. I think he'll find a way to get that ball. That's Dak's safety blanket right there.
True.
Let's see. Corey Komet has at least 1 rush or at least 1 touchdown. This is gonna be false. I'm gonna tell you why.
I don't even know
Um,
who this is.
he was the guy that come in for Ajayi whenever Ajayi went down with like a bruised ankle or something like that in the last game, and he blew it up for like 2 touchdowns. It was
Oh
literally
wow.
a
Okay, so he's like
fluke.
an under the radar kind of guy.
Yeah, it
Okay.
was like a fluke thing, and even the head coach come out and said that JJ's 100% back to it with what's his name, Blunt, right behind him at the goal line situation.
Yeah, yeah.
This is gonna be false. I don't think he's gonna get a touchdown.
Yeah, I would went false just because I'm like Corey who like I don't know this kid. I mean he may go for
Um,
like 7 touchdowns, no my luck, but
Alshon Jeffrey, 1 touchdown at least? Question mark?
absolutely.
I say
Yeah,
false.
I would go.
He hasn't
I'd go
practiced all week.
100% true. If he plays,
If he plays,
he's scoring. Yeah,
but he hasn't practiced all week. Does that not scare you a little bit?
they may just if he don't practice tomorrow. Wait, dude, hold on. I'm trying to figure out how they do it in the NFL. I think they practice only to Thursday, and then
No,
Friday,
it's
Saturday they're
Friday.
traveling.
It goes to
Do they?
Friday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if he practices tomorrow, I'll be cool with saying true. If he doesn't practice and he's game time decision, I mean that's a toss up. Because if he plays, I think he's getting it. But if he don't, so I would probably go false. Just
Yeah, I'm gonna say
your
false.
weight's more on false. Because if he
Yeah.
don't play, it's
Yeah, I'm
more in
saying
your
false
favor.
on this one. All right,
I can see
Falcons
that.
and the Seahawks. Yeah, Seahawks winning against the Falcons by 3 points.
Absolutely, I think they're gonna beat the brakes off the Falcons.
Yeah,
The
true.
Seahawks are a
Same
10-time better team than the Dallas Cowboys.
thing.
So like that fluke win they got last week, and it was at home, and they're fixing to be away in Seattle. They're fixing to get stomped on.
Yeah, I also think that Wilson's gonna have 2 touchdowns for sure.
Yeah, I agree. Probably both to Paul Richardson.
Mm-hmm. And then last but not least, Tevin Coleman has at least 80 yards rushing. Tevin Coleman being the backup running
Well,
back to Devontae Freeman going
but
against the
is
Seattle
Freeman out?
defense.
Because I know he got hurt
Yeah,
last week.
Freeman's out. He's out. He
So
doesn't come out
Freeman
said.
is out.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it says
Against
rushing.
that stout D though, with Sheldon Richardson, you acquire all of them. I'm probably gonna go no. Because
Yeah.
I feel like they're going to come up and try to dot down the field, like move it with Matt Ryan instead of Tevin Coleman.
And plus, Coleman is more of a pass catch back. So,
Oh yeah, and if it was like 80 total yards, I'd go 100% with it. But 80
oh
just
yeah,
rushing, I don't see it.
I agree. That's exactly how I'd feel. So I need to go ahead and switch. I got two trues left. I need to go ahead and swap them over to false. See how my mind flip flop? Because I thought I had it
Yeah, that's how it
mapped out,
goes.
and it was like, after those little newsstands come out there, I was like, yep. I'm glad I didn't do them yet.
Yeah, for real.
Because I was holding out, waiting to see if Freeman would come back. And then on Jeffrey, I just seen it on my phone come through at lunch, and I was like, oh, cool. He's not playing. Or if he's not practicing, that means he might not be playing. So yeah, guys, here we go. These were our picks. You know, we disagreed on some, we agreed on a lot of them, as a matter of fact. But once again, I'd like to appreciate my co-host here, Limitless. I really do
Absolutely.
appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's no
definitely, man.
problem.
Thank you.
Um, guys, make sure you go check him out. Like I said, his link to be down below in the description bar, and we'll have to do it again for sure.
Yeah, for sure, man.
All right, guys, we'll see you later.